Good morning, brothers and sisters. We carry on with our Hoondokhae, Heavenly Tribe Hoondok, Chapter 3, Heavenly Parent. Today we reading the session 6, the realization of Kingdom of Heaven that attends Heavenly Parent, the created word of Heavenly Parent. True Parent's words. God created us to become one in heart with Him, to share His value in true love, and to experience an inseparable parent child bond with Him, enabling us to relate with Him in daily life through our strong emotions. God's ideal of creation, which entails this perfection, comes with the perfection of human beings who will be His partner in love as sons and daughters. This elevation is the accomplishment of the ideal of true love. To summarize, God's purpose in creating the first human ancestors, Adam and Eve, was for them to establish a family of goodness that will fully ripen the fruit of God's true love, true life, and true lineage. On the foundation of their family, Adam and Eve were to nurture the heart of children, the heart of siblings, the heart of husband and wife, and the heart of parents. In this process, as discrete manifestation of God's dual characteristics of masculinity and femininity, they were to proceed step by step to master the ability to express God's love, bringing it to perfection at a place of safe settlement. If Adam's family had fulfilled the true love ideal in this manner, with God in the center position, it would have been the first family of the kingdom of heaven. Starting from this ideal family with Adam and Eve as true parents, the kingdom of heaven naturally will have expanded in scope to produce tribes, peoples, nation, and the world. The tradition of the family of true love will have become the tradition of the world. In this ideal world, the incarnated true parents will be at the single central position. They will resemble and inherit all the attributes of God, the spiritual absolute true parents, absolute true teacher, and absolute true honor. In the kingdom of heaven of true love, the incarnated true parents who are united with God will create the vertical axis. Keeping this axis at the center, all relationship between created entities occupying positions such as upper and lower, left and right, front and back, and internal and external will be in harmony. Thus, all of creation will dwell in freedom, peace, unity, and happiness. When our life on earth in our physical bodies comes to an end, our spirit self transition into spirit world, which is the ultimate world. It is an extension of our life on earth and also a place where we are to perfect the ideal of the kingdom of heaven. Sharing thoughts. There were two families living as neighbors in the same area. One was extended family which lived together with their parents-in-law, and the other was a happy home in which just a young couple lived together. But strangely, the extended family with the parents-in-law was always harmonious and full of laughter, and the family with just the young couple was always fighting. The couple who saw that the neighbor house was always harmonious couldn't help but wonder about it greatly. Why is it that with just two of us living together we fight every day, whereas the house next door has several people, but they are so harmonious? Therefore, one day the young couple bought a box of fruit and went to the neighboring house. After giving them the fruits, the young couple asked, You have a large family, but you are always laughing. We are just two of us, but we fight every day. Please tell us the key to how your family lives so harmoniously." The homeowner replied, "Oh yes, this is because you are both great people, and our family is just a bunch of fools." The couple who heard this asked, What does this mean?" Then the homeowner said, "This happened this morning. I was on my way out to go to work when I splitted some water. So I apologized to my wife for splitting the water due to my carelessness and asked for her forgiveness. However, she replied, no, saying that it was her fault for putting the water container in that place without giving it much thought. And she apologized. Right then, my mother, who was nearby, said, "No, it's my fault because I saw it there, but did not do anything about it. We cannot fight because we each become fools for the sake of the others." This is just a short story, but through it we can see a beautiful family. As we live, we hope to meet a loving partner, having children, and create a happy and enjoyable family. Within the family, we can develop our character, expand our heart. It is important for a man and woman to become a couple and love, believe, and rely on each other. This is because although they are two different beings, the moment they share love, they can achieve oneness and experience the joy of becoming completely one. A child is conceived through the couple's love, and the couple develops into parents through love. For parents, giving birth to and raising a child that resembles them is like getting to live life twice. They love their child and get to experience the growth of the child together. Transcending the self and completely loving and caring for another being, their child, cause the parent's heart and character to expand. The world of heart that they experience only through knowledge expands into parental heart as they raise their child. It expands like the Big Bang that exploded and gave birth to the universe, and they come to encounter the heart of a parent like Heavenly Parent who has loved human beings. When these parents see their grandchildren who are born from their children, they come to experience something that they had not experienced before while raising their own children. When they were raising their own children, because of the responsibility and duties to resolve practical things, they could not completely feel the joy and fulfillment that they now can feel through their grandchildren. By observing their grandchildren being born and growing up, they come to experience a new realm of heart as grandparents. The reason that the large family in the story above could live happily is they took care of each other and love each other and learn and practice through love with 3 generations living together. When Heavenly Parent created human beings, He planned out our life course so that the human beings whom He created as His children would grow into man and woman, become a couple, and develop and complete their character as parents and grandparents. He wanted to partake in that process and share love and joy with them. Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation was to see the realization of a society, nation, and world based on the family centered on true love. Points of contemplation. Let us think about the hope that Heavenly Parent had when He was creating human beings. 2. What is the original hope that parents have for their children? And 3. Let's imagine what a family centered on love would be like. Wow. I love that story because I've noticed, yes, when there is willingness, then harmony comes. When we center on heart and love, harmony is coming. When we center on justice, on correct policy, then struggle comes. Because even though we are right, we are hurting other people. That already they feel sorry for making a mess or something like this. It's like a baby come in the kitchen and want to take a glass of water, and he break the glass of water, and he know that already he make a mess there. If the parents come and scream and scold, the child feel even more hurt, and he grow up with these things inside. But if you really embrace and say that's all right, take care, don't cut yourself, let's clean here the mess, the child already is crying, already is the love. This is more easy to act like this with children, and it's more hard to act like this with older, that we have a great expectation for them to behave perfectly, you know. It's really beautiful because God wants to be with us. God's hope is to be part of our growing and living and family building and everything. And we see here a beautiful thing in today's message, that the key of happiness is relationship building. How to build relationships, and the relationships are built on willingness and kindness and food, you know, like that guy say like, oh, I'm a fool, I ask apologize and take responsibility even though it's not your fault, because you want to make harmony and love. And that's not because you are a fool, but because the relationship is more important than the thing or being right. Or I imagine that I will build a family better than my own physical family, than my parents had, even though they invested and give so much love. We see that in the fallen society there are a lot of tracks of wounds in relationship, in the families. There are moments of harmony and love, there are moments of strife and struggle, there are moments of forgiveness, there are moments of resentment. And we come with a baggage of mixed, good and bad, because we never come to understand how important is our relationship with God, and how important it is to build ourselves as God's children. And we did not understand one point, that God wants to live through us every single moment, and that the relationship is more important than everything, because you cannot be happy by yourself. Your object of your love is the most important. That's why God invested everything in His creation for us, who are God's objects of love. Thank you for today's message, and thank you for attending. Please like and subscribe, and please share a lot of love in your family, because peace is starting with ourselves, and peace is starting in the family. Yeah. I wish you a beautiful, gorgeous day. Bye.